Hi Brent, Jason Hickey here with Astor Auto in Charleston, West Virginia. I want to start out by introducing myself, Brent, thanking you for reaching out to us up here in Charleston, West Virginia and showing interest in this beautiful 2021 Land Rover Discovery. I'm going to do a quick walk around of the entire car. Now, you were asking me how the conditioning works, how you know. So we're going to go panel by panel around this whole entire car. We're going to do the same for inside. One thing that we do, and we do very well, is because 50% of our customers and our clientele are not in the state of West Virginia, Brent, we do a lot of videos like this, portraying and showing the exact condition of the car. Because you're going to see the car, we want you to be happy. We want you in the future reaching back out to us all the way up here to get your next car. We're going to do that by being upfront and transparent. We don't hide anything. That's why you see all the service receipts, all those things right there in that iPacket. We give you everything to make that decision right off the bat. So I do appreciate you responding to me today, showing the interest in this vehicle. Anytime you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Doesn't matter what time. I'll pop my telephone number here on the screen for you. It's 304-741-0021. That way you'll have my direct contact telephone number. Anytime you need it, feel free to reach out to me, Brent. So let's go ahead and take a look around the 2021 Land Rover Discovery. It is a certified vehicle, so it does have a great warranty that comes with it. So let's take a look at it and see if this is going to be your next car, Brent. So I'm going to go ahead and just circle the car here real quick, Brent. That way you can see it a little bit better than the pictures. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to do panel by panel. That way you and anyone else wanting to see what the condition is can see it firsthand, not having to wonder. Pictures don't really show a lot, but this 4K camera will definitely get it done. It's a beautiful car though. We're getting a lot of inquiries on this one. Price just dropped $2,000 on this vehicle 2 days ago. One way we're a little different than a lot of other dealerships is that we price the car and not our customers. Meaning, no matter if you have a 600 credit score or an 800 credit score, everybody pays the same price. Our car pricing is dictated by the market. We look at national and local markets on these vehicles, check them what they're selling for, and that's how we price our cars. If the market goes down, price of the car goes down. As you know, the market has went down a little bit, so the price dropped $2,000 on this car just a couple days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started right here. We're gonna start on the hood, and then we'll work our way all the way around. If you see anything that I may have missed, have a question about it, feel free to let me know. But I'm gonna do my best here to make sure that I show you anything that I see. A little mark right there. Now a lot of this stuff will buff out. This car hasn't been buffed or anything. I did have my detail guys to wash it just a little bit ago in order to make sure I get any debris off of it so I can tell the difference between dirt and a scratch or anything like that. It's a little one right there. But I want to do you a good job. Not every salesman will take the time to come out and go over the entire car panel by panel. But again, like I said, I want you to know exactly the condition of this vehicle. I've never had someone ever call me back after I sold them a car and ever said that I missed something or I lied to them. A couple little nicks right here. Now, any paint nicks that we see, we would either try to buff it off or touch it up. So we would try to touch those up. I'm gonna go ahead and start over on this side and then work my way around the front. Now, sometimes we'll get little rock chips and stuff in the front. You see a couple of them right there. That's not one. There's a couple right here. Unfortunately, the roads just don't do very good justice on the front of cars. So they don't have the 3M strips on them. Then sometimes they can get little nicks and things in them. There's a light scratch. You can kind of see it right there. It is pretty faint. I don't feel it, so that would probably buff out. A couple minor rock chips right in there. little one right here, maybe a faint one right there, and then one right here, and one right there. So there's not a lot of rock chips on the front of it. There are a few. Down on the black here, there's some, but you can't really see them. Now right here is your 360 camera. So it does have surround view on it. And going panel by panel, this video is not going to be all that exciting, but we'll definitely step it up a little bit once we start going over the options and things like that. Very faint scratch right there. It's very faint. It's not really even a scratch, it's just a mark, so we can probably get that off as well. Don't see anything else on that front fender. Not seeing anything on the door at all. Now this is an R dynamic, so it does have those nice sport wheels and stuff on it, black mirrors, black trim, as you'll see here, black luggage racks. So the discovery in the R dynamic is by far one of my favorites. A little small scratch right here. You can't tell right there. Like I said, standing back from the car, you can't really see it. 4K camera is going to show everything. But that's what we're looking for. If I see anything, light scratch right here, you can kind of see it in the camera. And again, all that's on the surface, so I can probably have a lot of that taken care of. It's not, doesn't seem like it's in the paint. I don't see anything on the back of it. Like I said, you can step back and look and you don't see anything at all. One's the color, that helps it out a lot. And two, the marks that's on them are just really very faint marks. You can tell by my reflection in the paint. The paint's good. Don't see anything on the back here. It does have the towing package already included into it. I see something faintly in here at the right light. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there now. Again, very faint light marks. Typical wear and tear, nothing out of the ordinary, but still things that should be able to get addressed. Little mark there, and two faint ones here. Again, just normal wear and tear. And if you do make it through the whole video, like I said, this part's kind of maybe a little boring, but necessary. Like I said, I just want to make sure I'm doing you guys a good job. I've never had anyone ever get back with me and ever receive a car and say, hey, it's not in the condition that you told me it was. Like I said, we take our time, go over the car. You know, the car is what it is, and we just make sure that we portray it that way. There is a scratch here that you can kind of see. Not sure what would have done that, but that's probably the biggest mark on the car. And even it's kind of faintly to see. I don't see anything on the front fender. So we've made it all the way around the car. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the top of it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the options around the exterior of the car. Then I'll go in the interior of the car and go over some options in there and look at the condition there as well. So right here we do have our headlamp washer fluid. We're going to have our park sensors. Now, like I said earlier, this one does have the 360 cameras all the way around it. Love this rim on this car, so it does have that R-Dynamic rim package on it. Black accents. Show you a quick look at the VIN number. So it is an S, it is a P360. We do have the original window sticker right there, which that will also be on your iPacket. Just looks a little different, but it is there. Get the black trim on the bottom of the car. That goes all the way around the bottom. And then we have the black mirrors here. Now you will see that 360 camera on the mirror as well. This one, like I said earlier, does have the tow package on it. Camera at the back of it. Then your camera on this side. So it does have 360 cameras all the way around it. All right, guys, let's take a look at the interior. I'll open it up real wide. I always start at the door so you can see the wood trim. Now this one does have the darker wood interior, which personally I love. Has the black accents with that dark Meridian surround sound system. The window controls are on top, makes it very easy to get to, along with your mirror controls. And you got your little small tweeter right there in the door. Interior of this car is in really good condition as well. Car's not very old, but we got to keep in mind it is still used. People did use it, but it should be lightly used. That seats, all that stuff are in really good shape. See the gear shifter here. Love that gear shifter. Very nice, small, easy to maneuver. Radio controls are here. Everything about Land Rover is really nice and sleek. You don't have a lot of open buttons out in the way. Everything's kind of hidden. So once I start it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Currently, this car has 12,470 miles currently on it. See that nice wood trim goes all the way through the back of the car as well. Here you get your rear heaters. Now down on the bottom you do have your C ports for charging. USB port over here and a regular 12 over there. This right here is a hanger or for an iPhone, but you can get different accessories to go in these. They simply just pull out, pop in. You can get coat hangers, different things back here, iPad holders and so forth. hit the button right here. It's going to raise that back seat up. You also have controls right here. These controls are going to operate that third row. I'm not going to raise it all the way up because it does have the mat and everything in the back of it, but I wanted you to see that. The other thing you'll notice is all the LED lights. So if you don't have the third row up and you do have carrying things at dark at nighttime, it's going to light up really good back there. You're going to be able to see exactly what you have, and you're not going to have to struggle too much looking for it. Hit this right here, it's going to fold that seat back up. So this right here is primarily, the one down here is primarily how you would operate this seat. These controls right here, you guessed it, that's for the people in the back. So if someone gets out of the second row, people in the third row aren't trapped. They can actually get themselves out. So one thing you'll notice on the Discovery is just how high and nice of a cover that gives you. I'm 6'2". Most time I have to duck, I can actually walk all the way underneath this and never have to duck my head. Again, everything back here condition-wise is in really good shape. Don't see any rips, no tears, not a lot of wear and tear on the carpet. Nothing like that. That's what I'm looking for. Over here is all your controls. Now this car does have the air control right here. So by hitting that button, I can actually lift and raise and lower the back of the car. Makes loading things a lot easier. I'll give you another 12 right here for a plug-in. And then all your seat controls are right here. Second row seats, third row seats. You can control everything from back here. So that way you're not walking all the way around the car if you need to let the seats down to load something in there. Let's see. So this one will have a full spare. Now it's not going to be located under here. This is where your tools and so forth are. But this one does have a full-size spare underneath the car. And you can see it right there under it. I get a lot of questions. A lot of times, a lot of cars now are run flat, so they don't have spares. But this one, if you do have an issue with the tire, you're going to be able to fix that. All right, so now that we've looked at that, let's get inside, start it up, and take a little closer look at some of the options. So here I always like to start right here at the display screen. So it's got a nice big display screen. Now you can bring your GPS system over here in front of you like I have it set up right now. That allows for you to minimize how much you're taking your eyes off the road. And so instead of looking all the way over here and down, you can do it all the way over here instead. Now you may have noticed earlier on the video, these were not lit up. These light up whenever the car is started. So if you push it and it turns orange, that tells me it's on. Here's your lane keep. All the thing is right here by your fingertips. Very easy to hit. We're going down the road. Very easy to control. Nice dash pad. Love the dash pad on this car. Hit that right there. It's going to pull down your top one, and then you got another one on here. So it does have two glove boxes over there. One thing you won't run out of room in the Land Rover, and that's going to be a little bit of room to store things in, little compartments. Now one thing that's kind of cool that I like is their knobs. They don't give us a lot of buttons that get in the way. It's pretty nice and pretty easy. If I pull this, that controls my fan speed for my fan. If I push it in, it's going to go back to my air control. If I push that in, that gives me the ability to turn on my heated seat. So everything is nice and conveniently located right here. Very different functionalities for even just one button. So I love that the Land Rover does that, because it just keeps it nice and sleek without having all these extra buttons that really just aren't needed. Okay, down here's the charging pad. This right here is your radio control. You can turn it on, and this also controls the volume. This is the shifter. Love this shifter knob. It does have a button up here on the front that you do have to push, but if you push that and pull it back, it goes into drive or up, and it goes into reverse. Very nice, very easy. Literally, you can do it with one finger. Makes it pretty simple. Push the button, it's going to go back and park. And it does highlight what you're in as well, so you won't get confused. Now down here, this is a button. I don't know if I can get it or show you how it raises, but maybe right there. So this is right here is how you're going to control your different modes that the car is in. So by turning this lever, you have wade mode, rock crawl, sand, mud and ruts, grass and gravel, comfort and eco. Now over here on the snow, it does have a low traction launch. It's going to come up and ask me, grass, gravel, snow program has been selected. With vehicle stationary and foot off of accelerator, activate low traction launch. What that is, if you're not familiar with that, is this car will actually try to get itself unstuck. If it is stuck in an icy condition or just a wet, muddy condition, it will try to get itself unstuck and moving again. Pretty nice little tool if you ever do find yourself in that situation. Here, one thing I love about the car is it's very responsive and very quick on the screen. So if you hit something, you can tell how fast it comes up. I love a very fast screen. I don't like the sluggish ones. Some companies have sluggish ones I do not like. It's even going to give you your vehicle dimensions right there. So if you ever want to know what degree in between the tires and everything, it's going to give it to you. Keep in mind, this car is made for off-roading. Not sure you'd ever take it through the water or mud and ruts and all that, but if you did, it is equipped with it that way. 2 cup holders right here, located under this. I like how you can blank that off need be. You have a C port located down there as well. Makes it nice and easy for charging. Open this up. Look down in here. You're going to see that you got another USB port, another C port. Right here is your ice mode. So if you want to keep some cold drinks in here on a trip or whatever, then you can put it in there and keep a nice cold drinks while you're on the road. So I do like the ice chest that the cars come with these days. That'd have been nice back in my day. It does have the sunroof up here on top. So it's going to have one on the front, and then it's going to have one in the back. So I'll open both of them just so you can see it. Then you can see your split up there. So it does have 2 sunroofs, which makes it nice for sure. And again, if there's anything I didn't cover going over it, feel free to let me know. I don't care to come back out, shoot you another video, take you some pictures, anything that you guys need. Down here, you also have your hatch button right there. So very nice, very convenient if you do need to get out in a hurry and don't want to get out to raise the back of it. It gives you that option right there. So Brent, I hope you found some value in the video that you just watched. Hope I was able to portray the car in exactly the condition that it's in. Again, we're very transparent. We don't try to hide anything. The car is what it is. We understand that. It's a lightly used vehicle, but it should be lightly used, not extreme. So that's hopefully what we have here. Again, thank you for reaching out to us up here in Charleston, West Virginia. Appreciate the business, appreciate the opportunity. Hopefully we can earn your business and get this car down to you. Again, we want to be your long-term car people, not short-term. We don't want this to be the last time we talk to Brent is by you just buying this car and going away. That's why we go above and beyond for our local customers and even our out-of-state customers. All my customers go directly into my phone. I don't care if you're in California, North Carolina, Florida, Minnesota, where I have all my other customers. They all go into my phone. I still reach out to them. I stay in touch with them. We try to build relationships, and we do that by selling cars and getting you your next vehicle that fits your family and fits all your all's needs. So Brent, I appreciate the opportunity up here. My name is Jason Hager. Pop my telephone number here on the screen one more time. That way, if you do have a question, call me. Doesn't matter to me what time it is, Brent. I know you're in a different time zone. I believe I'm on the East Coast here in West Virginia. But you need me, you reach out to me. That's why I'm here. Appreciate the opportunity. Hopefully I can speak with you soon. Hope you have a great day.